Hey, it's Just So Trish, and I wanted to show you the Fundamentals of Grammar by Claritas. The fundamental, if you're not familiar with Claritas, Claritas is a 28-week memory program that has 4 cycles that lines up with Story of the World. That covers very similar to CC without the need of being in a community. And one of the things I also offer is the Fundamental Guide to Grammar. This will feel very familiar or in replacement of if you did Essentials. I would like to maybe in the future do a side-by-side, but for those that haven't seen it, I haven't seen very many videos, so I wanted to share this with you. This is the Fundamental Guide to Grammar. So Fundamental Guide to Grammar has 3 parts. It has the parent part. This is what you would use year after year. This is Unit 1 and 2 workbook. You would get one of these for each student, and they're based on the cycle. What the cycle matters is it uses sentences from your memory work or from the history time period instead of using the same sentences repetitively. And it says Unit 1 and 2, and it covers 2 levels. And then there is the Unit 3 workbook. Now this workbook is not a workbook you write in. This is more of a parent workbook as you do sentence diagramming. And then they have a minor version of it called for the lower stages. So I'm going to walk us through what it looks like and how it's set up for us to use fundamental grammar. And then at the end, I will show you the fundamental grammar lower stage level. You'll have to go on the website to Claritas Publishing to see all this in detail and what their price lineup is. But for now, I just want to walk you through. So there is a paper, somebody has put something together that has lined up the fundamental grammar guide. They'll call this FGG. And they'll compare it to EEL, so which is the CC's version of Essentials grammar. They cover the same thing in a different order, and their charts are in a different method. So let's begin with the parent guide. And please ask me any questions, and I'll see if we can help. I know there's a lot of people moving towards this method. So this is set up 1 lesson a week for 28 weeks. And you do not start sentence diagramming until week 14. So Unit 1 is this first part, which is parts of speech, nouns, the really basics, articles, verbs, adverbs, conjunctions, all your parts of speech. And that's Unit 1. Then Unit 2 goes into the 5 parts of the sentence, the sentence predicate, kinds of sentence, the 4 sentence structures, the 7 sentence patterns, composition rules with end marks and commas is how Unit 2 is set up. Then Unit 3 goes into sentence diagramming, where you really lay out those 7 sentence patterns. Okay. I love the color of this book. I love that it's not overly ornate. It's very precious in its presenting. This is the parent book. You have art put in there. I love these little captions. I'm just going to do a really quick flip through. I love the art put in. Let me see if I get, the following passage is from The Princess and the Goblin. And find all the pronouns and name their accents. More advanced students can determine which type of pronouns. So I really like, they're bringing in literature that's really theme-based to Cycle 2. Or not to Cycle, this is the fundamental guide. So it wouldn't be focused to Cycle 2. But it is rich literature, classic in its nature. So you'll see, you get a good sense of, you'll notice not a lot of charts, not a lot of kind of rigor, a very more beautiful approach. And we got Winnie the Pooh here. We've got Beatrix Potter, Winnie the Pooh again. All right. So it has that loveliness to it. This book will cover you through the first 14 weeks. Nope, all 28 weeks. This will be what you use. You use it year after year, and it fits with each set of workbooks. I really love that. I love the idea that it's not anew. So whatever notes I put in here, whatever I remind, sticky notes, I'm going to see it year after year. And really, by the time my children are done with this book, it's probably going to be very well worn out. So let me show you, let's go jump into lesson 2, and let's show you how this lines up with the Fundamental Guide workbook. So again, this does the first parts of speech and then the sentences, Unit 1, Unit 2. All right, so let's skip over here to Unit 2. You're introducing nouns. You're introducing nouns. You get a lot of great little practices. So you would walk them through the example, then they have practices on their own. I don't know how I think this is personal, how you would separate this throughout the week, if you do it all in one day, if you would cover this one day and go here. I think that is completely up to you. There's several exercises. And again, this is for a week. And the theory is do what fits you. So all of this was level 1. This is level 2. So that's the other part too, is they have it like level 1. If you're new to grammar, if level 1 is what's comfortable and you're not ready for level 2, then don't do level 2. There's no age like who should do what level. You do what fits your child. If level 2 is too advanced, maybe the first year you just model level 2 to them, or maybe they work through level 1 on their own, and then the level 2 part you work together, maybe as a class, setting, style, or but then the following year it's not going to be the same book. You wouldn't visit this book for another 4 years. Maybe by then they would get comfortable with level 2. And remember, this is set up that it could be used through for 12th grade. So I feel like this is going to be a great weekly, daily review for it. What's neat is we're going to cover this in the lessons, but in level 2, at the level 2 point, you're going to understand noun attributes. So is it the first, second, third person? And what's your cases? Nominative, objective, possessive. And that's covered in so that's the declensions, which is really nice. This sets you up well for Latin. And so you're going to learn your cases, your genders. And this is the chart method. This is the way they do their chart method. Try not to go, this is what I need to learn. I'm not going to lie. Identify all pronouns as interrogative, demonstrative, and indefinite, relative, and reflective. So I love that we're covering that in week 2. I'm going to learn a lot. I'm so excited about just capturing my own education. All right, so I flipped you through here. And again, I'm still getting familiar with this, so please by no means do not think I'm an expert. So you're seeing these charts that come up that you're going to work through. And you'll see, you'll be learning the acronym FANBOY, for, and, nor, but, or, yet. So, I think it is. You'll be practicing a psalm passage where you're underlining the conjunctions. And I just love how beautiful it is that it pulls in. You can make this your only grammar, I really believe. So let me flip through here. We're working through the sentences now. I like this that you're talking about Bennett, you're talking about the Yamato dynasty in Japan is in your sentences. Extra practice. So this is, and then on the back, where in the back of their book is the answer. So I'm going to have to cut mine out. I believe would be a really good aspect, is cutting out this page. So I will remove this page and I will put it in my own binder, but you have all your answers in the back. Okay, So once you hit week 14, what do? They would be completed. They're going to be completed with this book. And we're going to move into this unit 3. This is a parent book, and what it lays it out, and it goes through the question confirmation, dictate the sentence, check for syntax. Did they capitalize, end mark, spelling, other punctuation, proof of the process, who traveled, what is being said, what is the skeleton, divide, and then here is your main, whatever this is, your proof process. Classification, you're classifying the parts. So usually this is kind of done off the chart, and then you would diagram it. All right, you've been practicing this all the way up since week 2. You're talking about what is the verb, what's the type of verb, what's the number, what's the person, what's the tense, voice, mood. Same with the noun. What is the noun? What is the type? What is the number? What is the gender? What is the job? And so and then you get a picture. You're gonna do that each week. So how does that look? What does the child use? I'd assume, and trust me, if you have been using Claritas, anything you can correct me on, please correct me because I am still learning. All right. In the back of your fundamental guide are your proof sheets. So I believe you can make photocopying, so you're going to photocopy this. So you can make a big workbook of just these 4 pages. You could have it set up for every day, I think. Let's see, how many sentences do you do a week? So you would use that. So you could put this in a dry erase. You could print one for the week so it shows evidence of what they do, and then do the rest dry erase. Whatever you see fit. But those are the charts you would use. And I flipped through that really quick. I'm sorry. Because I'm like, wait a minute. So it's going to give you the ability, you could do dictation. You could do dictation, and it gives you that room to diagram. Oh, you can't see that. It gives you room to diagram right there. And they get more intense. So let's see. Here's lesson 14, sentence number 1, sentence number 2, sentence number 3, sentence number 4, sentence number 5. And see how oh, and then there's a sentence number 6 for 7. So these are all level 2s. I love that they give you that option. So they give you 2 sentences at level 2. So to kind of present that challenge. So that is lesson 14. Let's pop over to lesson 14. Lesson 14. Sorry about that. I know I keep hitting the camera. All right, so this lesson 14, you're going to review what you know, and then it's walking you through this process. So here's your lesson for the week. I wish they would do this through video. I bet they will eventually. That you're walking through. So it tells you what to say. It tells you how to walk through everything. And then this is your exercise of the day. And that's what you have. And so you have the answers. So I wouldn't be handing this to your child. But I love the effort that is made. I love the connection of the sentences. Art historians consider the Bayeux tapestry fascinating is your sentence. And I love that it's just enriching. That's your study. All right. So that is your basics. So now if you have a younger one sitting in, you can use this book. I haven't decided. I thought I would need this one for my 8-year-old, but I really feel like she can be in this book instead. So I got to grab another one of those books. They'll be working through copy work, memorization, spelling list, basic grammars of activities. Just they get to participate. So very Charlotte Mason feel to it. And maybe this is actually more classical. I don't know. Singular or plural. So these great little activities. And I think this book costs $35. This is not cycle oriented. This is just an overall. So in reality, you could take a couple years in this book. You could go through it slowly, or you could skim over it, then come back through it again. Again, it's another beautiful book. You're using spelling rules and the spelling rules to understand why you're spelling it that way. So this is full of some neat things. So I definitely suggest you check out, read everything you can read on their website. I know I'm not doing it justice to do it. I don't know, this might be a good one for my 8-year-old. We'll have to see where she really feels her fit before going in, because she can sit and listen to the fundamental grammars and then work on this. And I don't know, did you notice? I don't think is there a lesson? Yeah, this is lesson 27. So, and then again, lesson 28. So it is laid out, you would do it, and then all your answer keys. It is laid out that you would do all of your, you would do one lesson a week in the fundamental grammar workbook. So there you go, a really neat program. I really am enjoying this. I haven't decided if this is going to be our complete grammar program, or if this is going to be our morning grammar program that we then fit in a more rigorous grammar. We have been really, how would you put it? I've not been very rigorous about grammar. I think, honestly, if I would have had this years back, this would have made my life so much easier for teaching grammar, in my personal opinion. But yet, you know, I haven't started it yet, so who knows what comes of it. So if you haven't caught my earlier video where I talk about the Claritas memory work, go ahead and stop over there. I'm going to grab and throw the video at the end mark. Tell me what you think. Again, ask me questions or ask the community questions and see what they come back and answer you with. If you've used this and there's anything I said wrong, leave it in the comments and correct it for me. I feel like this really, again, it's nice. I like that I can use this as a one-room schoolhouse style teaching, and I feel equipped to do it on my own. I don't feel intimidated. I don't have a massive book. It doesn't feel like a manual to a car. It feels very organic in discussion and in nature. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like me to do some more, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. This year I'll be homeschooling a 9th grader, an 8th grader, a 6th grader, a 4th grader, a 1st grader, and a pre-K-er. 6 of them, all 6. This is the first year all 6 are being officially homeschooled. So let me know what you think, and be prepared to see a lot of really good at-home classical education method work this year. And I will be sharing all of their work coming up. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.